La, la, la. La, la, la. She ready. Oh, just look at her glow. She ready. Yeah, she's standing up tall. Ready. Confident and bold. She ready. Never gonna back down. She ready. Ooh, yeah, she wearing that crown. She ready. Ooh, she ready. She walking and talking, no faking, creating.
And hello, my love muffins. Happy Tuesday! It is Tori, the Hope Dealer of Guided Intuitions, my sweets, and I'm here to do your daily guidance, your daily spiritual message, your daily reflection on this beautiful Tuesday. I think it's the 8th. However, whenever you see this video, my love, that is when it's meant for you. Time does not exist. Now, I know that I have this whole thing that I go through. All right, so I hope before your big feet or little feet hit the ground that you ask the divine, that you ask the day, all right, that you ask this moment, to show you the magic, that you set the intent over your life that all is well and you are safe, that you said, I am a magnet, honey. I constantly draw a lot of money to me. That is your divine right. You come from prosperity, so you should not be in lack, okay? So really feeling that wealth around you. I hope that you said, I am happy and thankful to all my lovebirds that desire love in its highest form in a person. I am happy and thankful that I now found my perfect partner. I hope that you said, I am happy and thankful that I now know myself, love myself, and respect myself wholeheartedly. All right? That's my favorite self-love affirmation. All right. And that's merely affirmations. Just saying those things to you, to yourself throughout the day. And actually, when you're saying that, guys, feel that, picture that in your mind. And that is how you call things to you. Simple, 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 simple. I have manifested beautiful things. All right. And I'm talking about beautiful things that I never thought that I would be able to have, quote unquote. Like I thought it was out of my reach. But the more that I align with my truth, that I am prosperity, like who do you belong to? You belong to the divine God, source, creator that created everything that we see. The people that made this table, created these crystals, these candles, like all of these things. Okay? Don't quote me on this, okay? But in the Bible it says in the beginning, what is it? Hold on, shit. Hold on. Don't quote me, but it's something like this. Well, my spirit is telling me, in the beginning there was the word. You understand me? Like God spoke and, things came into flourishing. That's how you bring things into flourishing in your life, by speaking it, by feeling it, by knowing it within yourself, okay? So with that being said, I hope that you have looked in the mirror and loved on you, acknowledged that you are amazing, acknowledge that there is nothing that you can't have, can't be, can't do in life. And with that being said, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Your soul wants me to ask this beautiful question of you. Do you trust the mystery of life? This is what everything around you in your life is asking you. Do you trust the mystery of life? Do you trust the unknown? Can you come into the wonder of life? Can you come into the Fool's card, in tarot? The Fool packs light. The Fool is loyal to the journey. And the crazy thing is, the Fool doesn't know, exactly where he's going, he or she is going, but more so that they're on the path to their desires, to peace, to prosperity, to abundance. to love, to joy, but they don't know what that looks like. But that's the feeling in the fool's vibration. That's the feeling in the fool's soul. That's what the fool feels. But as far as like the A to B plan of how to getting there, the fool trusts in the divine, trusts in God, trusts in the universe. The fool trusts the mystery in life, in the journey. And that is what your soul really wants you to answer. Like, ask yourself on that level. There are things that you have asked for within your finances, within love, within your everyday life, within your spiritual journey, all of the above. And whatever that thing is, it's asking you, do you trust the mystery of life? Do you trust the mystery of the journey? Okay? Now, I'm going to give you an example of what that can look like. I don't mind sharing my life, okay? And it's so funny because I was reminded of that, guys, with the sweet K Moon. We were having one of our catch-ups, and I just love to just experience K Moon. It's always such a pleasure. I always learn something on a deeper level. I always walk away smarter. Like when I come in contact with K Moon, I'm like, she'd be like, "Oh, so I just love your child." I'm like, "Girl, I just love you. Like, can I just sit amongst you and just soak in all of your wisdom?" Because anytime I know I speak with her, I encounter this major shift within inside of myself. It's so beautiful. And, K Moon reminded me and said something to me. And she was like, "Tori, you didn't kind of react the way that I thought you would, because, it's so funny. I really feel that, K Moon is an amazing woman. Just a phenomenal woman as far as just her heart, her spirit, her career, and an amazing astrologer. I hope I said that word right. But she's into astrology and stuff. And, she baffles me. And I really know that God sent, K Moon to me, this beautiful soul, to show me that, because we all have different spiritual paths, and I don't identify myself, as a Christian. I identify myself as a believer of Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit. I'm very versatile. Identify myself as unconditional love. But what's beautiful is that with this just me knowing K Moon and just knowing her in the level, that she has shown me and allowed me to experience, she's definitely a person that helped heal me on my spiritual journey. Because y'all know the love that I have for Jesus. I love the teachings of Jesus. Ooh, I just love everything that, Jesus stood for and what he did, in his time. And she really helped me realize that, the love of God and is very unboxed. It's not, honest to goodness. You can package it any way that you desire. There's nothing, there's no wrong way to experience God. There's no wrong way to define your spiritual journey. That's the point. It's your spiritual journey. But sometimes, for me, I've made it what everybody else wanted it to be for me. And she was the first person like that, just like I know that the love that she has for Jesus, and to be in astrology, and to be in, tarot, and to like find somebody on that common ground, that know in a soul level that we were, apart. I know in a past life that I walked with Jesus. I was there on the cross, when all these things happen. I know on a deeper level that I experienced that. And, it's something that I've never told K Moon. So when she said this, it just really blew my mind. And when I talk about trusting the mystery, I know sometimes I love to talk and I be going left, but I'm really in the back end. When she talked about, like, when the divine told me, like, trusting the mystery, okay? K Moon brought up something that I know that, there's nothing, she's very in tune with, with the divine to even bring this up to me. One of the things that I was shown, it was always, prophesied over my life, because y'all know that I grew up in church where, I would marry like a person that was in church, and that was okay. That was fine with me. That was fine with me because I was there too. But then when I had this spiritual awakening and I realized that's not quite the way that I wanted to, I didn't see a space where, or a place where, how I wanted to define God and experience God, and I came here to break down those barriers and really, pave a way and a path and create my own, and create this bigger thing, where you can, really come as you are, and just all individual souls with unconditional love, and just reverence God the way that you desire to, no matter what that looks like to anybody else. Because I love Buddha, I love meditating, I love Oshun, that is a part of me. Like all of these things, like it's truly a buffet of endless, I don't know where we're going here, but we're going here. It's truly a buffet of endless, choices, that the way that you want to experience God and what feels good to you, and you can play with it and whatever. It's just so amazing. And that prophesied over my life. I mean, multiple people, multiple situations, I was fine with that. But then when I had this spiritual awakening, okay, and I evolved into this beautiful woman that I am right now, when I started, people still just random strangers are still speaking that in my life, and, bump random strangers, when God told me, like, yeah, your husband, your partner, your twin flames, they're in church. And I'm like, well, God, how this gonna work? Because everything I do, that is like, oh, no, like, that's a no. But like, okay, but me being the optimist, like I said, okay, fine, whatever you say it is divine, that's what it is. But I was like, I don't know how you gonna swing that, but I'm interested to see, like, because I have to be me, and I can't change who I am, and so it's very funny. So I left it alone, and then when K Moon just randomly, said something to me around that nature, I was like, what in the world? It was just funny. And though it may be crazy, that idea of my partner and me and coming together, that's truly the way that I know that it was designed. And that's really flowing in unconditional love, But anyways, being able, like, to trust that mystery, because that is just something that is just not, that's just not common, that's just not where it is. However, sorry guys, I'm drinking tea. Being able just to trust that, all right, though something in you desire, or something that the divine is showing you, that it might seem crazy, that it might seem out there, but it does feel good. But it's just like, yeah, that's a bit much. Do you trust the mystery of life? And understand that what it is that you seek, what it is that you ask for, and allowing the divine, allowing life, the mystery of life, to bring that to you. May not be in the form, that you know what I'm saying? You don't know A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You have the basics, and are you willing to go? You know what it feels like. You might not know what it looks like, but you know what it feels like. And that's what's important, because when you know what it feels like, you're able to speak it. You're able to really connect with it on a deeper level. It's in you. It's all up and through you. It's in the threads of your soul. That's where we're headed in 2020. We're headed in the threads of our soul, living in the threads of our soul. Okay? So the question that your soul, we pulled a door, okay, that your soul, you're walking through in this time, give it your yes. Give the mysteries of life your yes. You know the basics. You know what it feels like. You know what it is that you desire. All right? Keep it general, like Abraham always talks about. You know what that feeling is. Okay? You know what bliss feels like. Imagine yourself feeling bliss. Okay? What does joy feel like? What is inner peace? What does like what does it feel like? Okay? So, my love, the door that you are walking through today on this beautiful Tuesday or whenever you are watching it, I was shuffling and I was even debating if like I was going to use the divine doors because like I've been using it, so I kind of like see these doors. But I ain't never seen this door. And quite frankly, this door kind of, it's kind of scaring me. You see like all the metal on it. I don't know if you guys can see, but you see how it's like all metal. You know what I'm saying? It just looks like we're going into a dungeon, like a torture room. And this is truly what happens when you go into the mystery. It's just the unknown. Like you see that light, but you don't know what's really in there. We don't know. Is it ghosts? Where your mind gonna take you. All right. But do you take a chance? Do you listen to that inner voice? Do you listen to the inner God in you? One of the things that I was reminded too is that the divine, God will write the law on your heart. We've always heard that. And this is truly the age and the time that we are on. God, sometimes we're looking to people for, answers to our questions. But if you go within, the divine is speaking very loudly, very clearly to you. But it is going to take you some courage, because I feel like whoever's watching this today, the places, you're part of your destiny, your purpose, and just all of the good oozy goozy things that you desire in life is on that other side, in this doorway. It looks like of doom, of fear, all right, of mystery, of the unknown. You're going to have faith in the unseen and the unknown. And sometimes having faith and really honoring your heart and really honoring your desires, for a while, it can be lonely. I'm not going to lie to you. When you are literally walking away or cutting ties or moving from a way of thinking or a way that you've seen yourself or what you've always been used to, but it really doesn't, please you. You've come into this realization that there is more. You come into a realization for deeper understanding, and you have to go away because usually, for right now, but I know that that's going to change, but you're being asked to go deeper. And maybe what you were doing was surface level. Okay? So the door that you're walking through today, I know that it's scary, but let's see what that door is. Change beacons. It says the path is shifting. It says the road leads a new way. Do not be alarmed as change beckons, one of those words. Okay, today. And basically change is calling you. The path is shifting. The road leads a new way. Do not be alarmed. All right. As change calls you today. So there's a major shift in your life right now. All right. For somebody, I'm feeling like this Two of Pentacles. Listen, you all in? You ready to jump? You got your you got your parachute on, honey. Hey, you didn't jump off that cliff. Like you didn't dive deep into something. And Spirit is asking you to trust the mystery of life. The divine is asking you to trust the mystery of life. God is asking you to trust the mystery of life. Allah is asking you to trust the mystery of life. Jesus is asking you to trust the mystery of life. Oshun is asking you to trust the mystery of life. Buddha is asking you to trust the mystery of life. And every divine name, which is some of the ones that I know off the top of my head, are trusting you. Whatever you believe in, my love, whatever you identify source, God, the divine as, because many names don't box the divine. That's what I love. It's asking you to trust the mystery of life. Trust it. Because I promise you, It's a path of beauty. I know that it's scary, but it's a path of beauty. I'm so happy that I didn't stop. I'm so happy that I didn't let those emotions, that the fear of really walking through those metal doors, really, walking through change, throw me away. And I just kept going, but I was at my last of last. So maybe somebody's at their last of last, baby. And that's the perfect thing, because you ain't got nothing to hold on to. You've hit the rock bottom. I love a rock bottom. I really do. Because you know what? There's just nothing to hold on into more. There's just no excuse. There's just nothing. You ain't got, look, yeah, you might as well try. You might as well just go. Whatever that could be in career, that could be in your, whatever that defines as in relationships. Now it's time for you to really focus on you, really fall in love with you so you can call that love in, you know? Maybe you are already in a beautiful, loving connection, but it's hard for you to trust. It's hard for you to open up. It's hard for you to, just really accept love. Now you can trust the mystery of life. Trust change. Change that. You've done it the other way for so long, being closed off, having to be nervous, wondering, is this person really for you? Is the situation really for you? You've done it that way. Let's go the other way. Come on. I'm coming with you, so let's just go. I'm coming with you. Don't even worry about it. All right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So much beauty lies on the path that is unknown. The mysteries of life, the mystery of the journey, I promise you. And it might not look like mine, but it truly is. And one thing that I will tell you, what is for you will never miss you. And what is meant to be will always be. Because you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. And I talk about my spiritual journey, because it's just mind-boggling to me. And I'm honest to goodness, guys, I don't want to cry, but I could just cry tears of joy. Like, you don't understand. Because, how I was introduced to religion just over my life, it's a story within itself. I think we should do a story time with that. It's just not no one person or no one situation. I'm talking about from the course of my life since I was 9 years old. I did something, one way. My mom grew up Catholic, and then she, she found her path in Christianity, and then, that leaded me to my path, of Christianity. Then I surrendered and found what I desired, which is the path of unconditional love, of God. And it's just mind-boggling to me. One of the things that I thought, because I thought that, spiritually I had to do it this way, or I had to do it that way, or when I came into my own spiritual awakening, that I had to leave, things behind, or, I couldn't have everything. That's a lie, man. That is a lie, guys. And I don't know why God always does this to me. I just really want to speak to somebody right now that might be having a difficult time, with really balancing or figuring out spiritually, what's good for you, what's best for you. Nothing is wrong with those things. Do you understand me? Or even what you are currently in. Is just that you have evolved and you desire to figure things out your way. And we can limit that. We don't even have to limit that. That can be in love. That can be in your finances. That can be on your spiritual journey. Listen, I know that you may think that you're broken. I know that you may think that you're inadequate or you don't have everything that you need, but the divine knows different. You lack nothing. You were created with all things. You are an extension of the divine, which is all things. So that means you are all things. There is nothing that you can't do when you put your mind to it, when you realize it. And when I walked away, I thought I had to walk away, from some things. But I'm telling you, what is meant for you will never, ever, ever miss you. But it took me to go into the unknown. It took me to go to these places. It took me to be vulnerable. It took me to be labeled an outcast, because even with just me owning my own business and like owning my business, like a business that you making funds from, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like you got a business, but you know, it ain't really doing nothing, but like really, you know, owning my own business, really coming out of that financial poverty of, you know, knowing that I'm worthy, and just all these things that, you know, I was conditioned, you know, just by the experiences of life, or just how I had to experience God, or just feeling that because I'm spiritual, you know, that I can't have Jesus. I don't know how crazy that was, but you know, that was the truth. But when I realized, you know, I know that it may be a blurry, but when you really, you know, get on this journey, the mystery of life, and you really walk through these doors, it's all going to make sense, and you're going to realize that all things, it's all connected. There is no separation. Separation is an illusion. It is all connected. What makes it fearful is because you haven't taken the time to walk through the door to understand it, be it in prosperity, be it in love, be it in your spiritual journey. All right? And you're being called today to walk through some doors in your life that right now you might not have all the details, but I promise you, it is going to be amazing, my love. It is going to be amazing. And I don't know if you guys noticed, like lately I've really been talking about Jesus. I'll tell you that fun fact story. Y'all know I love me some Jesus. Like, bro, that's what it is. You know, I'm so excited. You know, it was always prophesied over my life, and I always knew that I would really flow and you know, really on like what I say, like a larger scale, teach the teachings of Jesus. And the reason why I say that is because I really flow in unconditional love, and that is what the teachings of Jesus is based on. That is the principle and everything that Jesus stood for: unconditional love. That there is no separation within anything. It's all connected. It's all an extension of source and love. And that is such, when you really look at life like that, y'all, when you really look at life like that, when you really feel that in every part of your being, man, that is some liberating. That is why if you can trust to really flow in unconditional love, to really feel that, to really know what that feels like from source, from creator, from the divine. That's one of the ways that you're able to walk this path, that you're being called, or go the way that you're being called. It's such a beautiful, beautiful experience. Okay? And I tell you guys, I'm a firm believer that usually I was talking with K Moon, you know, usually what I talk about, either I've gone through it or I'm going through it. You know, it you know, for me, I'm the kind of experience it first, and then I can actually talk about it. That's what my mind is believed upon. You know, so that really set me up to really go through some things, experience some things in life, so I can really talk about it. I don't know, I might change that belief, you know. But anyways, okay, my love. So this is what your soul wants you to know today. Okay, on this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday. We have we got this before, the wombat. I hope I said the spirit. It says be at home. All right. And then we have the whale spirit. Trust the great mystery. And then we have the koala spirit. I love koalas. They're just so cute. And you know, my sister used to have, like, we used to play like pretend land. I think I went to like Care Bear Land, but my sister made up Koala Land. Like, it was weird. Okay, anyways, Koala Land. Koala Spirit. It says Spirit has a plan. So what your soul wants you to know, how you really embrace the mystery and trust the mystery of life and the mystery of the journey. All right, is by being at home, returning to home. Returning to the truth of who you are, that you lack nothing. Like I said, you lack nothing. You have everything you need to experience what it is that you desire to experience in this life. You came here with it. It's just about activating it within your heart. I can feel the beautiful soul that is watching this. There has been some enlightenment in your life. There has been an activation. Like you are really like vibing higher. My God. I love this energy. All right. And Spirit wants you to know you're ready. With this well spirit, you're ready. Trust the mystery of life. I want to read that. Loves, I have it. So we have the koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. Can you guys see that? So it says, the oracle message. In nature, the koala moves slowly through the branches, all right, of the tree, leisurely chewing the leaves, reminding us that life is not a race or competition. Chasing around after every direction can keep us from recognizing that we have all we need and that Spirit will always be there with gifts to sustain us. You are being asked to trust that by moving slowly with faith in the abundance. I gotta turn the page. Sorry. Okay, let's pick it back up. Can you see that? It says, that is everywhere, surrendering to a power greater than yourself. You will be able to experience the manifestation of your desire. As you take your time enjoying the riches available to you right now, sitting peacefully, you will begin to radiate the joy and abundance you seek. Spirit is here to help you discover happiness, pleasure, and contentment, all gifts that are yours now and in the future. Have faith and trust in Spirit's plan for you and know that you are loved and cherished. And I want to read the protection message that this card stands for. It says, are you feeling uneasy, all right, and mistrustful of the world? Have you been hiding in a safe spot, afraid to venture out because you're convinced that life and other people will disappoint you? Koala Spirit has appeared to let you know that your faith is misplaced. The present safety you seek is already passing away because all things are temporary and outer conditions are always changing. Find your safety by placing your faith and trust in Spirit, who will grow the abundance that is already yours. Perhaps you are acting slowly and overly cautious because you lack faith that there is more for you out there than what you know. You may have boxed yourself into a safe place that has nothing else to give you and become so familiar with it, you have forgotten to explore. All right. Are you feeling pessimistic and convinced there is nothing more out there for you? Koala Spirit reminds you that self-care is meant to replenish you so that you can venture out, again in faith, trusting that there is no limit to the joy Spirit wants you to experience. Be good to yourself and reconnect with Spirit to reclaim your faith in things yet unseen. So sorry if it was over here. All right. Oh, so it's funny that I read both of these because depending on where you are, is it time for you just to, you leaped, you're trusting the mystery. Now you're just having to trust that Spirit has a plan, and depending on where you are in your journey, how is it time for you to be at home and just trust the great mystery? Maybe you've been in a comfort zone, and understanding that you're in that space, because maybe you got hurt, maybe you got thrown away. Like you got thrown off, or for some people, you got thrown away. That's what I'm hearing. Wow. And that can be within love, your finances, and your career. And maybe like you're kind of stuck in a safe spot, to maybe avoid those situations happen again. But I can tell you, come out of the limits, come out of the box. If I And if don't nobody else understand you, baby, when it comes to experiencing hurt within your finances, within your spiritual journey, within love relationships, with the hurt that you've done to yourself, Tori truly understands you. Truly understands you. But I'm so happy that I didn't let those hurts, or I healed, I mended, and every day I'm making a conscious decision to come out of my box. You understand me? This is something that we're always going to be doing. You're always going to be healing. You're always going to be growing, stretching, expanding, mending, and all of these things. But yeah, I just want to let you know, trust that Spirit has a plan. Okay? And what is it that I wanted to tell you? I wanted to say something. Okay, maybe it's not meant to say. And so if it is, Spirit to bring it back. So let's just see what Spirit has to really say about just, how to really, what guidance the Spirit have for the beautiful soul right now that is watching this video. That is making a conscious decision to come out of the box. That is opening their heart again. Opening their heart again. That's what I feel like. Opening your heart to the mystery of life. Being open. Yes. So let's see what that looks like. Wow. This card was on the bottom of the deck. I kid you not, guys. This card was on the bottom of the deck. And I meant to lift the deck up because I like to see what energy's on the bottom. I'll do this one. But again, as you can see, I just picked it right up and it came out. So this is the overall energy that Spirit really wants you to know. Okay. That you have the strength. And you see this woman right here holding, her heart. And I like to think that's a cross. It's like an angel. You have the strength. You have the strength to overcome whatever obstacle, or whatever limitation, or whatever you want to change in your foundation, because red is really sticking out to me. And that is, your root chakra. And that's your foundation. That's your security. That's your finances. That's your relationships. That's all of that. Trusting and knowing that you have the strength. Whatever is before you, you have the strength to overcome it. You have the strength to conquer it. You have the strength to eat it. You have the strength to arise, and you have the strength to fly. I don't care what is in front of you. Do you know who you are? Do you know what you've been through? Do you know what you have overcame? Do you know what you have achieved? You are a ball of greatness. So right now you have the strength. You have the strength to step out on faith, to trust the mystery and the journey, to trust that Spirit, the divine has a plan. I know it, believe it or not, because I always say, it might not look what you desired, because maybe you don't remember, but on the soul level, I asked for complicated, in some form. I came, maybe in another life I had it all together, and the Richard was just poured to me, and love just came to me, and I said, you know what? I want to do it this way. I want to try to come out of the most difficult way and just really crawl my way to the top and just show people that it is possible. You know what? Sometimes I'm like, Tori, what would you ask it for? But you know what? I got the strength to do this. You got the strength to do it. Okay? You lack nothing. And that's really what Spirit wants you to know right now. That you lack nothing. Yeah, because you're the magician, baby. And this is really asking you to tap into your masculine energy. And your masculine energy is your strength. Your masculine. Think about mashed potatoes. Your masculine energy, okay, is what you need to tap into right now to really embrace this journey. Really embrace this mystery, this new place that you're venturing into. This door of change. Okay? I love the magician. The magician has everything. You see, you got the cup, you got the pentacle, you got the wand, you got the sword, and you're standing in your swords of truth. You're standing in your truth. You're being honest with yourself, so you're going to grow, you're going to manifest. This is the path. Maybe you've been asking, you know what, God, this don't look like nothing that maybe you showed me. But guess what, baby? I promise you it is. It ain't happening the way you thought it was going to happen, but it's going to happen. Maybe you're in the part of the plan where, you got to cut, it's a time of endurance. It's a time for you to really realize that you have strength, for you to embrace that strength, for you to go ahead and know that you are the magician. You can create whatever it is that you desire. Maybe a whole slate is being wiped so you can create what it is that you truly want for your life. Yeah. And this wanted to come out. The King of Swords. I want to read this because I think this meaning is a little bit different than the natural King of Swords, because we know a King of Swords at times, can be cold. It can be very cold. I feel like maybe you choosing what it is that you desire to choose, okay, or you going the way that you desire to go, is could be like drawing a wedge between something right now. Could be a person, place, or thing. It doesn't matter. However, you're in your truth, and we have the all-knowing eye right here. The sword is up. It's not down. When the sword is down, you're not in your truth. You see the 8 of Swords and all the swords, and 9 of Swords, all the swords are in your back. They're turned down. But when the sword is up, you're in your truth. So if being in your truth disconnects you from people, places, jobs, you lose your job when you decide to follow what it is you want to do, when shit just start unraveling because you're choosing to embrace the mystery or embrace what you want, and you realize that people are acting like the King of Swords, because I am feeling that for somebody, or it's just everything. Maybe it's it's cold right now. Like I feel like this 5 of Pentacles energy. It's kind of like everything is at a standstill, but to understand you're transitioning, baby. What's for you is for you. All right, let's see, Spirit. Why is this King of Swords here? Why is this King of Swords here? Why is this King of Swords here? And Spirit is saying, when you choose you. When you choose what it is that you want, when you choose not to settle in love, when you choose to walk away from love, when you choose to open up in love, within and put that in your career and even on your spiritual journey. If can't nobody attest to you about spiritual journey, I can. When you choose to honor your truth and really do what the divine is placing on your heart, and that can leave a lot of people, a lot of situations, in the King of Swords, Yeah. But guess what? I feel like with this King of Swords, it don't matter how everybody else, honestly, I'm going to say it don't matter how everybody else feels. When you're standing in your truth, this is how you create. This is how you create joy, abundance within your life. This is how you call the people, the relationships, whether it's in business and love, your spiritual family. This is how you call who are really for you to you. This is how you know who's really for you. When you stand in your truth, when you're standing in a lie, when you're doing, whatever somebody else wants you to do, and it's in alignment with what they desire, or quote unquote, whether it's a work situation, what we've been taught to condition to believe. But as soon as you do what it is that you want to do, and that shit start falling apart, people start acting funny, like, wow, I didn't know you felt that way. Also, it was all good when I was doing what you wanted me to do. That's conditioned love. Whoever's watching this video, your core value is unconditional love. You are a direct reflection of source in physical form. Your source, your God, you're the divine in physical form. So your basis of everything is unconditional love. Unconditional love simply allows you to be in whatever that being is. So if a situation, person, place, a thing, a business, you be you and they don't like it, then they were never for you. That is conditioned love. And this is why you have to separate yourself, because you came to experience unconditional love. You came to experience the highest form of love, and period. In an earthly realm. You wanted to experience God's love in an earthly realm, be it in your relationships, with career, on your spiritual journey, everything that we deem as important. You want to experience the highest love attainable in life. I know you really came out here being a badass. You know that? We really did. We really signed up for this. I know sometimes we can question it, but really you did. So standing in your truth, and maybe you have to turn into the King of Swords. You have to let people know, like, this is what it is. I love you, but I love me more. I love me too, baby. And I got to do what's, I didn't come here as your body. You came here as your person, your soul, your spirit. I came here right now as Latoria, or what's your name? Go ahead and say it. Okay. That's what we came here for. That's how we're going to experience joy. That's how we're going to create joy in our life. Maybe it's time for you to, to really come into the King of Swords energy when it comes to the life that you're creating for yourself. All right? Maybe that's how you really come in, so you can really experience and trust spirit. Know that, spirit knows all. Spirit knows all. Yeah. And by trusting spirit, look. Ooh. The Seven of Swords. And then the Ace of Cups, the cup of life, the cup of prosperity. Prosperity. Look at that. Look at that fruit. It'll bear fruit. You'll know a tree by its fruit. You'll know what it is. And I feel like somebody's realizing, maybe you doing what you want and really embracing the mystery is really showing you the people that really flow in the Seven of Swords energy. And I just heard it's very clear. You will know them by their fruit. Hey, if they showing up as an orange, they are orange. They are apple, they are apple. Period. And sometimes when we're shown these things, it can, I want to clarify. Spirit, can you please clarify the Seven of Swords? Can you please clarify the Seven of Swords, Spirit? Okay. That's a lot, right? That is. It says, miracles are endless, reverse, sing your own song, co-create with spirit, bring a gentle touch is in reverse. Okay? What I'm hearing is, in even with the trust in miracles, what I'm seeing with the Ace of Cups, maybe what you desire to go after, there's a little bit of confusion right here with the Seven of Swords. Maybe it's not in alignment with what you was always taught it would look like. Kind of that story of, me being, openly spiritual, and, my partner being, me and tarot and my partner in a church, can't get more different than that. But maybe it's not what you were. It's something like you're not used to. It's foreign. This is why you're asking me and trust the mystery. Maybe it's just not the road that you thought was for you, or maybe it's just some confusion, or or some fear around it is what I'm seeing. Because I just feel like it really is beautiful, but it's something about you not trusting it. Ooh, got it. Thank you, Spirit. What people don't realize too about the Seven of Swords, because I love how this person, the swords are not completely up, but they're not down. They're in the middle. Okay. And this person is playing the chess game. The thing about the Seven of Swords is all about sneakiness. And sometimes in life, we know damn well that we desire this Eight of Cups, but we're fearful of this Eight of Cups. We're scared of the Eight of Cups. We're scared of this fruit because it's like forbidden fruit. It's what we've been told our whole life, that, it's unattainable, unachievable. It's not in alignment with who you are and what you desire and what you want. So, instead of like dealing with the woes of that, of like pursuing this Ace of Cups, you just rather like say, you know what, fuck it. It really wasn't what I needed. That is not the plan for my life. We come with all these excuses to not pursue it. Now, you can do that. You really can. Or you can confront those fears. You can confront, not trying to be sneaky with getting away, because you really desire this, you really want this, but the truth is you may be scared to pursue it. You may not be A part of you hasn't fully embraced, trusting the mystery of life, trusting the unknown, coming out the box. You like to play it safe. You get what I'm saying right here. But listen, baby, be a rebel with a cause, Trap Witch posted something like like, I don't know, it was a quote, but that thing was deep. And she was just talking about relationship, like the man that she has, what I'm saying? Like, he gotta, like, the man that's for her, gotta, like, love her, like, gotta rebelliously love her, like, cause she, rebellion, like, just be more than okay with who she is. And, it made me think of something. I'm like, yes, and me personally, I need a man, what I'm saying, to love me how Jesus loved his purpose, period. That's a lot of love. That is a lot of love. So basically, I don't know why we went there. Yeah. Okay. Anyways. But, with this Ace of Cups, and this Seven of Swords, you really want it. But the truth is, you may be scared and you're finding these excuses. And either way, you can do it either way, or you can just, say, you know what? I'm going to go for it. And that's what your girl Tori did. In all aspects of my life, I said, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm not holding on these excuses. I'm not making it. I see the fear. I see the, the do not touch sign, but my heart is calling that. I'm going for it, period. And that's what I did. So sorry, guys. That's what I did. And that's the energy that the divine wants you to come in today. All right. That's the energy that the divine really wants you to embrace and come in today. So I love you guys so freaking much. It was such an honor to read for you guys. Go do amazingly great things. I love you. Don't forget to go out in nature. It's been raining over here where I am in Florida, but I'm definitely going to go out and hug a tree, and I'll hug it for me and you. And I will catch you guys on my channel. Take care. Thank you so much for embracing all of, y'all know I love to talk with you guys. I just love, because what's crazy, the ones that say like y'all be answering like me, like y'all be answering me back. I can feel that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I can literally feel that. I can hear all the things. I can hear everything. I can hear, all the positive and all the, you know what? Boop, dislike. And I can feel all the yes. Like, it's literally crazy. Like, I'm, that's why sometimes if you see me pause, like, I'm processing what's going on and focusing on what I'm doing. It's just a lot. That's why I always have my tiger's eye, because I can feel and hear everything. So I do hear y'all, and kudos to you. I love you, love muffins, and take care.
To follow, she blazing.